Hello, I am Super Orange Cat, and here I am today talking about some big Toonami news that have kind of come up over the last few days or so. First thing I want to cover is Funimation Con. Funimation Con started today and will go through tomorrow, and there were several announcements about it already made. And basically, the most notable thing from our perspective is, if you remember, I've mentioned last week or so that Funimation is going to try to simuldub Fire Force for this upcoming season. I believe the Fire Force debuted earlier today in Japan, the season 2. And they made an announcement that on day 2, which is tomorrow, July 4th, they're going to be premiering the first 2 dubbed episodes at this con. And further information, I'm trying to read up on it. And I believe it's going to be in room 2 on day 2, which is again tomorrow. So, and you can sign up for free apparently, and it's online only, obviously, since no one's doing anything in the real world right now. So, and apparently you have to sign up at Funimation Con's website. And that's going to be interesting because, again, talking about Toonami, I mentioned that it would be probably better for Toonami to, at this time, not pick up Fire Force Season 2, even though they are making these dubbed episodes right now. As I mentioned, with Funimation having this tendency to be very slow when they're doing this at-home dubbing, that they will eventually fall behind, and then Toonami will have to find temporary replacements, and then probably have to rerun past episodes, especially how stop and go this will be. That's why I said wait a few months. And yeah, and really that's just what it is. And at least it looks like here Funimation's at least jumping up to a quick start on this, 2 episodes ahead. But at the same time, I have my doubts that they'll be able to keep up a reasonable pace here, you know. And it's Funimation. Funimation, I can go on day just talking about all the things wrong with Funimation, but at the same time, that's just one of them right there. And honestly, I feel like I'm bearing the lead here because perhaps the bigger Toonami specific news will be coming tomorrow at Anime Expo Lite. And it's, of course, an online panel at 11:10 a.m. I don't know if this is 11:10 a.m. in Japan or 11:10 a.m. like Eastern time, but sometime tomorrow at somewhere where it's 11:10 a.m., they're going to have Production IG is going to be having a panel. And why is this important? As I've mentioned before, Production IG is the company that made the 2 Fooly Cooly sequels. And they're the ones currently making Uzumaki and Blade Runner Black Lotus. So perhaps there's more information there. And the smoking gun is, as you can see in this picture, one of these is not like the other. One of these is Jason DeMarco. So again, if he's going to be there, it strongly implies that something important Toonami related will probably be announced. And this can take many forms. This can be further information about Uzumaki, further information about Black Lotus, or like we've known in the past, there's 4 other shows that Toonami, originals that Toonami's working on, and they haven't announced where they're coming from, but considering the tight relationship that they have with Production IG, it is more likely than not that Production IG would be making those shows. So if there's going to be some information regarding those shows, like a name or a concept for it, it'd be more likely or not we would get it from Production IG. And we're going to have this opportunity to do so tomorrow. That's why I tweeted on my Twitter that this could be the big one, because I mean, there's always a slight possibility that we just get more grandstanding. Maybe we get a few more stills, or like a normal like trailer of Uzumaki, or maybe even an air date, which we have yet to get at this point. But at the same time, we could also be getting this whole treasure trove of information, and that's something to stay tuned in, because I could see myself having to make another long-winded video tomorrow about this and about the minutes of this 1 hour long panel, and that's something to stay tuned on. And again, 11:10 a.m. I think it's 11:10 a.m. Eastern time, but again, considering that this is Production IG is based in Tokyo, obviously, this could be local time, which I believe is 12 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. So if that is true, then it would be 11:10 p.m. tonight, July 3rd. But again, that's something to stay noticed with, something to stay tuned with. Again, this post came from Maki Terashima Ferrata, who, as far as I can tell, is a big name, if not like the outright head of Production IG USA. And she does have a close relationship with Jason DeMarco. And we've gotten a lot of information about Toonami's shows from her herself, from her own Twitter. So that's something to stay tuned into. And that's going to be really interesting as well. And again, just a couple Only really two things here. And okay, I forgot another tiny thing about Fire Force. It's been announced that that season will have 24 episodes. So again, kind of actually supports my point about not picking it up now because that's a lot of episodes to have to dub on a continuous schedule. And if Toonami picks it up sooner rather than later, then it hit a point where there's no more new dubbed episodes. So they're gonna have to like rerun 3 weeks like they did with My Hero Academia a few weeks back. Another small note is I guess Viz Media sold the rights, at least the English rights to Naruto to Funimation because of the original Naruto, not Shippuden. The original 220 episodes at the beginning of the show. Apparently they're going to be on Funimation. So I guess Viz Media needs the money because that is one of the, if not the outright biggest name they have in terms of stuff they can sell. And yeah, as far as I can tell, that's the other big news, Tommy news. So, what do you guys think? Do you think the big one is coming tomorrow on July 4th on Independence Day? Or do you think that we're just not going to get much information and we're just going to have to wait for Adult Swim Con in a few weeks? So, what do you guys think? Leave your opinions, leave your comments down below. What do you think? I love reading your opinions. If you like this content, if you want more Toonami news, anime content like this, please like, please comment, please subscribe. I am Super Orange Cat, and that is all.